Hi everyone, hope you all are good. So, we're going to start with grade 1 language arts. So, you can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then, you have to select language arts from the subject. Then, you have to go to grade 1 maths, and we're going to start with we are working on chapter 2, that is sentence part. We're going to start with chapter 2, that is sentence parts. And the lesson we're going to start is the lesson name is it the naming or action part or the sentence? So let me write the lesson name, then we'll start. Is it the naming or action part or the sentence? So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important points and definition. Got it? Also, also uh, you have a live chat button right below the video. You can use the live chat button and write your answers or whatever you need to understand in the live chat box so that I can read what you need to learn. Got it? Okay, let's start with the topic, that is it the naming or action part of the sentence? So let's start with the topic. Let me explain the topic and then we're going to start with the practice questions. Got it? Okay, let's start. Grade 1, chapter 2, sentence part, and the lesson name is the naming or action part of the sentence. Is the naming or action part of the sentence? Okay, so we have every sentence has a naming part and an action part. So what are the naming and action part? You can note down the definitions. Got it? Please note down the points I'm going to write on board. Every sentence has naming and an action part. Now we're going to see what are the naming parts and what are the action part. Got it? So note down the definition of the naming part. The naming part tells who or what the sentence is about. Got it? So naming part tells who or what was the sentence, what the sentence is about. Got it? Okay, let's suppose you have example. The dog eats a bone. So who is eating a bone? Dog, the dog. So the dog is the naming part here. Got it? And eats a bone, that is the action the dog is performing. Got it? I'm going to write down the definition of the action part. Please note down the action part tells something about the naming part. The action part can tell the action part can tell what the naming part does. Got it? Action part tells what the naming part does. Got it? Like the above example. The dog eats a bone. Here the dog is eating the bone. So eating a bone is a eats a bone is the action part. Got it? So every sentence has a naming part and an action part. Naming part tells you who or what the sentence is about, and the action part tells something about the naming part. The action part tells what the naming part does. Got it? Please note down the definition. I'll wait for a while, then we'll move forward. Okay, let's start with an examples. Have you noted down the definitions? Okay, good. Let's start with the examples. Look at the part of the sentence in bold. Is the naming part or action part? Okay. Or dog barks at the squirrel. Okay. So which part is the action part? Sorry, naming part. Which part is the naming part? The dog. Got it? The one who is doing something. So overdog overdog is overdog barks at the squirrels. So here overdog is the naming part, and what is dog doing? Barks at the squirrels. This is the action part of the sentence. Got it? Okay, the next example is Mary sang a pretty song. So which one is the naming part? You can use the live chat option to write the messages, to write the answers if you get what I'm explaining. So which one is the naming part in the sentence? Mary, because Mary is the one who sang a pretty song. Got it? So here Mary is the naming part, and what is Mary doing? Sang a pretty song. This is the action part. Got it? Okay, let's start with. Let's do another example. Sam painted all the doors. Sam painted all the doors. So here, which is the action part? Painted all the doors is the action part, and Sam is the naming part. Got it? Okay, on the top right corner, we have a test button. Let's just start with the test. Got it? Please use the live chat box and communicate with me. Your communication is highly appreciated. If you get the points I'm explaining, write your answers in the live chat box. Live chat box is very helpful. From live chat box, I get to know if you are getting my point or not. Got it? Okay, let's start with the test. Okay, grade one, view all lessons. We are on the sentence part, and is the naming or action part of the sentence. Okay, let's start with the test. Look at part of the sentence in bold. Is the naming word is the naming part or the action part? Okay, which one is the action part? Bees is the one is the word that is written in bold. Bees make honey. Is it naming part or action part? Do you know the answer? Bees is the naming part because bees are the one that are making the honey. So bees is the naming part. Got it? Select the correct option and click on the OK button. Look at the part of the sentence in bold. Is the naming part or the action part? Or dog barks at squirrels. So our dog is the one that is bold. So is it naming part or action part? It is the naming part. Got it? Okay, look at the part of the sentence in bold. Is the naming or action part? These shoes make funny noises. Okay, so the bold part is make funny noises. So is it naming part or action part? Very good. It is the action part because the shoes is the naming part, and what shoes are doing? They make funny noises. So it is the action part. Got it? Select the correct option and click on the OK button. Look at the part of the sentence in bold. Is it the naming part or action part? Robin found a penny. Found a penny is written in bold. So is it the naming part or sentence part? Naming part or the action part? Please use the live chat option and communicate with me. Your communication is highly appreciated. If you are getting the points, you know the answer, write the answer in a live chat box. If you don't know how to find the live chat box, go ask your mom or dad, they'll help you. Okay, so okay, Robin found a penny. So found a penny is naming part or the action part? It is the action part. Robin is the naming part, and what Robin is doing, he found a penny, so it is the action part. Got it? Select the correct option and click on the OK button. Sam painted all the doors. So the bold part is painted all doors. So is it naming part or the action part? It is the action part because Sam is the naming part, and what the Sam is doing, Sam painted all the doors. So painted all the doors is the action part. Got it? Okay, look at the part of the sentence in bold. Is it the naming part or the action part? The men fix the truck. So fix the truck is naming part or the action part? It is the action part. Got it? The man is the naming part here. And what the man is doing? He fixed the truck. So it is the action part. Got it? The door opens wide. Is it naming part or action part? Opens wide is the word that is written in bold. So is it the naming part or the action part? It is the action part. The door is the naming part, and door opens wide is the action part. Got it? My friend brings me flowers. Brings me flowers is written in bold. So is it the naming part or the action part? It is the action part. Very good. Select the correct option and click on the OK button. Look at the part of sentence in bold. Is the naming part or the action part? Is it the naming part or the action part? Grandpa heard some loud noises. So grandpa is written in the bold. So is grandpa a naming part or the action part? It is the naming part. Got it? Select the correct option and click on the OK button. Look at the part of the sentence in bold. Is it the naming part or the action part? Gabby feeds the goats. So feeds the goat is action part or naming part? It is the action part because naming part is Gabby and Gabby is doing what? He feeds the goats. So it is the action part. Got it? Okay, so we have done half of the test. You can complete the test by yourself later today. Got it? I'm just moving on to the next topic. If you need more help with the topics, you can contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday, 5 to 9. Got it? Let's start with the final test of the topic of the chapter. The final test. Okay, look at the part of the sentence in bold. Is it the naming part or the action part? The sentence is the shoes make funny noises. So, make funny noises is naming part or the action part? It is the action part. Got it? The naming part is the shoes and make funny noise is the action part. Got it? Okay, the next one is look at the sentence in bold. Part of the sentence in bold is the naming part or the action part. The children carry their books. So, carry their books is written in bold. So, is it the naming part or the action part? Name carry their books is the action part. Got it? The children is the naming part and carry their books is the action part. Got it? Select the correct option and click on the OK button. Okay, look at the part of the sentence in bold. Is the naming part or the action part? The door opens wide. Is it the naming part or the action part? It is the action part. Got it? My friend brings me flowers. Brings me flowers is written in bold. Is it the naming part or the action part? It is the action part. Got it? Select the correct option and click on the OK button. Okay, look at the part of the sentence in bold. Is it naming part or action part? Mom and dad buy eggs. So buy eggs is the naming part or action part? It is the action part because mom and dad are buying eggs. So buy eggs is the action part. Got it? Select the correct option and click on the OK button. Look at the part of the sentence in bold. Is it the naming part or the action part? Flowers grow under the tree. So grow under the tree is written in bold. Is it the naming part or is it the action part? It is the action part. Got it? Select the correct option and click on the OK button. Look at the part of the sentence in bold. Is it the naming part or the action part? Our teacher took that picture. So our teacher is written in the bold. So is it naming part or the action part? Our teacher is the Naming part. Got it? Select the correct option and click on the OK button. Look at the part of the sentence in bold. Is it the naming part or the action part? Ned and Janet draw pictures. So draw pictures is written in bold. So is it naming part or the action part? Draw pictures is the action part. Got it? Select the correct option and click on the OK button. Look at the part of the sentence in bold. Is it the naming part or the action part? Robin found a penny. So found a penny is written in bold. So is found a penny a naming part or the action part? It is the action part of the sentence. Got it? Robin is the naming part and rest of the words are the action part. Look at the sentence in bold. Is it the naming part or the action part? The shoes make funny noises. So make funny noises is written in bold. So is it the naming part or the action part? Make funny noises is the action part. Got it? Okay, look at the part of the sentence in bold. Is it the naming part or the action part? The play starts now. So starts now is the action part or naming part? Starts now is the action part. Got it? Look at the part of the sentence in bold. Is it the naming part or the action part? Grandpa heard some loud noises. So is grandma naming part or action part? Grandpa is the naming part here. Got it? Se- Select the naming part and click on the OK button. Look at the part of the sentence in bold. Is it the naming part or the action part? The train stopped in Boston. So is it naming part or the action part? It is the train stopped is a naming part. Just the train is the naming part, not the stopped. Got it? The train only the train needs to be bold. So the train is the naming part. Got it? Look at the part of the sentence in bold. Is it naming or action part? The men fix the truck. So the bold words are fix the truck. So fix the truck is naming part or the action part? It is the action part. Got it? Look at the part of the sentence in bold. Is it the naming part or the action part? Or dog barks at the squirrels. So the highlight bold words are or dog. So or dog is the naming part or the action part? Or dog is the naming part. Got it? Okay. Look at the part of the sentence in bold. Is the naming part or the action part? Mary sang a pretty song. So Mary is bold. So is Mary naming part or the action part? Mary is the naming part. Got it? Select the correct option and click on the OK button. Look at the part of the sentence in bold. Is it the naming part or the action part? Bees makes honey. So is bees a naming part or the action part? Bees is the naming part. Got it? Select the correct option, click on the OK button. Okay, look at the part of the sentence in bold. Is the naming part or the action part? Gabby feeds the goats. So feeds the goats is written in bold. So is it action part or the naming part? It is the action part. Feeds the goats is the action part. Okay, look at the part of the sentence in bold. Is the naming part or action part? Birds flew by the window. So birds is written in bold. So is it naming part or the action part? Birds is the naming part. Got it? Okay, the next one is look at the part of the sentence in bold. Is it the naming part or the action part? So the sentence is Sam painted all the doors. So painted all the doors is naming part or the action part? It is the action part. Got it? Because that's what Sam is doing. So it is the action part. Okay, so we have done with the test. Just click on the back button so that we can start with the next topic. So just click on the back button. We're going to start with next chapter of the lesson, uh, that is the we're going to start with new chapter. Okay, the new chapter is, let me write down the chapter name. We're going to start with chapter 3, that is sentence and fragments. Let me write down the lesson name, sentence and fragments. And the topic is lesson is find the complete sentence. We're going to start with the third chapter, that is the chapter name is sentence and fragments, and the topic we're going to start is find the complete sentence. Got it? So let's start with the topic, that is find the complete sentence. Find. So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil, because I'm going to write the definition of the complete sentence on the board. Got it? Please make sure whenever you are on in the live session, you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important points. Got it? Okay, sentence and fragments. And the very first topic is find a complete sentence. So let's start with a complete sentence. So we just did a sentence has a naming part and an action part. So that means a complete sentence must have a action part, and if a sentence has both the parts like action part and the naming part, that means it is a complete sentence. Got it? A sentence has a naming part and an action part. Note down the point on your notebook. It tells a complete thought. That means sentence is a complete thought. Okay, a sentence starts with capital letter and ends with a period. That is again an important point. A sentence starts with a capital letter and it ends with a period. So if a sentence has these qualities, like if it starts with a capital letter and it ends with a period, also the sentence has the naming part and the action part, that means it is a complete sentence. Got it? Let's start with an example. The example is the cow had a calf. So we need to see if this is a complete sentence or not. Got it? The cow had a. Okay, so what about the sentence? Is it a complete sentence? Yes, it is. It starts with a capital letter. It ends with a period. It has a naming part and the action part as well. Got it? So it is a complete sentence. Got it? Tomais, what do you want to learn? Please note down the definition so that I can move forward. Another example is I painted flowers. So see, it starts with a capital letter. I is the capital letter, and painted, and it ends with a period. Here is a period, and also it has an naming part. And what I did, I painted flowers and action part as well. So that means it is a complete sentence. Got it? Okay, let's start with the test so that we can do some of the practice questions. Okay, let me go to test. Just 1 minute. That's how you have to go to the lesson. Select language arts from the subject. Click on the continue button. And here is the grade 1. Click on view all lessons. Here is the chapter we are working on sentences and fragments. And we are working on the topic that is find the complete sentence. Click on the continue and then click on the test button. Got it? Okay, find the complete sentence. You are given four of the sentence. You need to see which one is complete. Complete means it has the first letter capital and a period also. Also, it has a naming and action part. Got it? Let's start with the first digit. Mom is ready. Here, I am Miss Capital, and you also have a full stop. Got it? Now, mom is the action part here. Sorry, mom is the naming part here, and is ready is the action part. Got it? Okay, now let's check for the second one. Ask to help. A is capital, and also it has a period, but it doesn't have the naming part. Who asked for help? We don't know. Got it? So that is not the correct option. Run away. Rain away. R is capital and a period also, but who ran away? We don't know the naming part. Got it? So it is not a complete sentence. Look at the last option. D is capital and also it has a period, but you don't know who discovered the cure. Got it? You don't have the naming part. Only the first one has the first capital letter and a period also. It has a naming part. Mom is the naming part and is ready is the action part. So the correct option is the first one. Got it? So just select the correct option and click on the OK button. Okay, find the complete sentence. You are given four of the sentences. We need to see which one is completed. Wins the prize. W is capital and you have a period. Now let's check if we have naming and action part. Wins the prize. We don't know who wins the prize. We don't know the naming part. That is not a complete sentence. Got it? They ride the bus. So it has a capital letter and period also. So who ride the bus? They. They is the naming part, and ride the bus is the action part. Got it? That is actually actually a complete sentence. The correct option. Got it? Okay, you can check the next two. Slammed the door. So who slammed the door? You don't know the naming part. Got it? So that is not the correct option. And also baked a cake. So who baked a cake? It is not a complete thought. Just baked a cake. So who baked a cake? So it is naming part is missing. So the complete sentence here is the ride. They ride the bus. Got it? Select the correct option and click on the OK button. Okay, find the complete sentence. The first one is one wish. Whose one wish? You don't know. That is not the complete sentence. Got it? It fits. So here you have a capital letter and a period, and also who fits? It fits. So it is actually the complete sentence. Got it? Here you have a naming part and an action part also. Fits is the action part, it is the naming part. Okay, because it was raining. That is not the complete sentence. For better or worse, again, it is not the complete sentence. For who's better and worse, got it? So it fits is a complete sentence. Select the correct option and click on the sorry. Sorry, okay. Find the complete sentence. The new teacher. It's just a naming part. We don't know what is new teacher doing. Got it? First option is not the correct one. Look at the second one. She lost the book. So it has the naming part. She is the naming part. And what she did, she lost the book. So lost the book is the action part. Got it? Second option is the correct one because slam the door is again not a correct option. Ran to the store is not a who ran the door. Who ran the store? Both of the sentence don't have their naming part. So just she lost the books is the correct option because she is the naming part, and what she does, she lost the book is the action part. So it is a complete sentence. Got it? Select the correct option and click on the OK button. Find the complete sentence. Zach fell. So Zach is the naming part and fell is the action part. That is the correct option actually. Okay, then a long trip. So you don't know the naming part. Whose long trip? In the sentence, you don't know the naming part is missing in the sentence. The third one is taking the bus. So who is taking the bus? Again, the naming part is missing. The last one is wash the dishes. So who washed the dishes? Again, you don't have the naming part. So the first option is the correct one. Zach is the naming part, and Zach fell is the action. Got it? So first option is the correct one. Find the complete sentence. My new best friend. It doesn't has the action part. What is new best friend doing? It doesn't has the action part. It is not a complete sentence. Got it? That he loved her. The third option is Shane walked to the store. Here you have Shane as the naming part, and walk to the store is the action part. And got lost. Who got lost? You don't have the naming part. The third option is the correct one. Shade walked to the store. Got it? That is the correct option. So select the correct option and click on the OK button. Okay, find the complete sentence. Walked to school, slammed the door, they came home, and dad paints. So which option is the correct one? If you know the answers, you can use the right live chat button. You can write the messages for me if you know the answer. Got it? So the complete sentence is they came home. They came home has a naming part, that is they are the naming part, and came home is the action part. So they came home. That is the correct option. Select the correct option and click on the OK button. Oh, sorry. Dad paints. Here, dad is the uh, naming part and paints is the action part. So dad paints is the correct option. Got it? Select the correct option and click on the OK button. Find the complete sentence. So, my tall uncle, what the tall uncle is doing, we don't know that this sentence doesn't has the action part. Cow eat grass. So, cows is the naming part and eat grass is the action part. That is actually the correct option. Select the correct option and click on the OK button. Okay, find the complete sentence. Sorry, the door. That is not the complete sentence. It doesn't has the action part. Got it? Rain to the store. Who ran the store? You don't know the naming part. It fits. So it fits is the correct option. Select the correct option and click on the OK button. Uh, Find the complete sentence. The balloon popped, ran up the hill, ran away, went to the store. So last three sentences has the naming part missing. Just the first one has the naming part and also the action part. Got it? So first option is the correct one. Select the correct option and click on the OK button. Okay, the next one is find the complete sentence. Went to school in Newbury. She tripped on a rock, slammed the door. Since she was never that, she never saw that movie. So which sentence is the complete sentence? She tripped on a rock. Got it? Select the correct option and click on the OK button. Okay, find the complete sentence. Draws animals. Who is drawing the animal? The naming part is missing. Got it? Drives the car. Who is driving a car? Again, naming part is missing. Got it? Runs fast. Who runs fast? Again, the naming part is missing. He draws. He is the naming part and draws is the action part. So he draws is the correct option. Select the correct option and click on the OK button. Find the complete sentence. Bakes the best cakes. Not the correct option. It is vanilla. Not the correct option. Cow had a calf. Slammed the door. So cow had a calf is the complete sentence because it has the naming part and action part as well. Got it? So select the correct option and click on the OK button. Okay. Find the complete sentence. Pushes the door open. For better or worse, she tripped on a rock, mashed the bananas. So she tripped on the rock is the correct option because it has the naming part and sentence part as well. Got it? So select the correct option and click on the OK button. Find the complete sentence. Draw animals, made the cake, that she loved him, they stopped. So which is the complete sentence? They stopped. Got it? So you can complete the test by yourself later today. So that's all for today. We have covered uh, the chapter that is the sentence part. Then we started the second chapter that is sentence and fragments. So you can complete the test by yourself later today or right before the next session. And one more thing, if you need more help with the topics, you can contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday. Also, these lessons are available on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password is provided by the administrator. Then you have to select the language art from the subject tab. We have done with chapter 2 that is sentence part and we started chapter 3 that is sentences and fragments. So one more thing, if you find the video helpful for you, please click on the like button right below the video. Got it? One more thing, if you can write a review for the live sessions on our Facebook page, that is A plus students. That will be very helpful for me. Got it? That's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye.